Before I began my journeys, I did a lot of research, and I looked at a lot of YouTube videos. KYD, Keep Your Daydream. Wow, you guys are awesome. Thank you for your inspiration. I think I've watched every series of your videos. It took me like 8 months to watch everything, but I did. Soul RV, thank you very much. That's another great video about a Black American family. He's a retired football player, and I learned a lot from them. And they kind of experienced some of the same things that I did, and they shared that in their video. So if you get a chance, check that out. Also, Jedi, you're awesome, man. He talks about how he took an RV, fixed it up, sold it, bought another RV, fixed it up, and his adventures in his RV and the places that he's been. And a really, really great inspiration. And he's a single black man like myself, I think. I'm not sure if he's single or not, but he does travel by himself. And we do share that. And great inspiration. So thank you guys. There's many other videos out there that I've seen, YouTube videos that I've watched that have helped me with fixing my truck, fixing my RV, doing repairs to my RV. It's been awesome. So thank you to everyone. Thank you. So I bought my RV in October 2017. I went all the way down to Texas to buy this thing. That's in my beginnings video. I drove it all the way back up here. Drove it up to my sister's house, and then since then it's been here in Minnesota. One of the first trips that I took was to Talladega, Alabama. For those of you who don't know much about Talladega, Talladega was part of the Civil War. It has one of the largest Confederate cemeteries in the United States. It's known for its Confederate history, but the contradiction is one of the largest black universities is located in Talladega. It's known as Talladega University. And my goddaughter went there. And we planned a family trip, myself and her father and sister and brothers and cousins. We all got together and we went camping in Talladega. And it was an incredible experience. I went to Creekside, which that's in my beginnings video also. Creekside was a great spot. The people there were awesome, very friendly. I think the day that I arrived, they were going to Disney, or someplace, and they just told me to hook up, use what I needed to, and they would see me on Sunday. I said, okay, cool beans. But it was a great experience, and then in that experience, I was the only black person in the RV park. Everybody was friendly. We had a great time. Got a chance to really tour Talladega, Alabama. Learn about the history. I think I even have some of the Confederate grave sites that we went and walked around and looked at. It was an awesome experience. If you get a chance to take a look at that video, and a great place to RV. There's a creek right there at the RV. At the RV resort. You can kayak, you can fish, you can, what else do they have there? Horseshoes. It's a great RV park. It's small, it's quaint, but it's very, very nice if you get an opportunity. But that was another surprise. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting resentment as being a black person in the RV park that's mostly white. I was expecting some racial tensions, so to speak, being that it was in Talladega, Alabama. But none of that happened. It was totally the opposite, and it was a phenomenal first trip. I learned a lot about my RV, some of the things that were broken in it, some of the things that needed to be fixed, which was great. But all in all, it was a great experience, especially being a black man in an RV. My second trip in my RV, which I was very stoked about, very excited, was to the Talladega 500. Oh my God. If you ever been to the Talladega 500, you need to check it out. Go there, be sure you camp in the infield. It's like $500 or $600 to do it. Get the passes, get the whole 9 yards. Incredible, incredible experience. Now, with that being said, I went to the Talladega 500. I was supposed to have gone with my brother-in-law, but I was having some problems with my RV. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or not. And so I told my brother-in-law, hey, you know what? You should cancel because I don't know if I'm going to make this thing. Well, picked up my RV. I got it fixed. I got a lot of the problems fixed with it, and I went to the Talladega 500. I was expecting, as you can look at my Talladega 500 video, when you come into the Talladega 500, you see a lot of Confederate flags, and that really raised my ears. Like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? I drove up to the front gate. Everybody was friendly. Everybody was nice, very helpful. And it was totally the opposite of what I was expecting. They didn't even ask me if I had a pass or not, or if I had made reservations or not. It was unbelievable. It was great. When I drove up, a white gentleman, he was white, walked up to my vehicle and said, hey, how you doing, sir? Welcome to Talladega 500. You can just go right around the corner. You can pick up your reservation and all your information. He never asked me for any identification, nothing. I said, okay, hey, cool beans, thanks a lot. I went and they had my packet ready, had all the information ready. They were very helpful. Came back around, he said, hey, I just need to take a look in your RV, make sure everything was okay. I said, no problem. I opened the door, he walked through, he said, everything looks great. If you go down here, make a right turn, go across the racetrack, and then up the road, you'll see your spot. I'm like, cool beans. So I hopped back in my RV, went driving through. Everybody was very helpful. Everybody was very friendly. I couldn't believe it. When I pulled up to my RV spot, and I was pulling in, there was one gentleman already, another family actually. They were already parked and in place set up. And when I pulled in, he came over and said, hey, how you doing, sir? You need some help getting in? I can help you get in, and we can help you park it. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. He helped guide me in, get my RV all straightened out. And I look over, and they have like 6 Confederate flags all the way around their little campground there. And I'm like, why is this guy being so nice to me? I was really surprised. He helped me hitch my trailer and get all set up. And then he told me, he said, hey, we apologize. It's very hard to see the numbering for where your spot is. He said, we'll be more than happy to pick up everything and move our stuff so you can have your designated spot. And I said, hey, it's just me. I'm by myself. I'm good. If you guys are fine there, I'm good with being here. He said, okay, but if you want us to move, we will pick up all of our stuff. I said, no, you guys are all settled in. You're good to go. But it was so nice, so friendly. Everyone was that way the whole time. There's a gentleman next door. We became very good friends. He is a retired New Orleans police officer. And we went over and I spoke with them. They invited me over for jambalaya, and they had a fish fry one night. The people who I met the first time I came there, they had a big fish fry, and they invited me over for breakfast, and it was just an incredible experience. If you look at my Talladega video, you'll see that I'm standing on top of my RV, and you can just look all over the park, and there's Confederate flags everywhere. But it wasn't about being black or white. It wasn't about being a person of color versus not being a person of color. It wasn't about Republicans versus Democrats or anything like that, or if you were a Trump supporter or not. It wasn't anything about that. It was about family, having fun, friends, good food, good music, and just having a good time and enjoying each other. And that's what I really took away from that. The worst thing that happened to me there the whole time was I had a table that I left outside one night, came back, and it was gone the next morning. And I think it was a group of kids who were playing pong bong or whatever, where you have the beer cups and you bounce the ping pong ball into a cup. And I think they're probably one of the ones that took the table. But you know what? It was a $20 table, no big deal. I'm cool with it. But the overall experience was just phenomenal. It was great. Even leaving, it was fantastic. I had to dump my tanks, and I stopped at a rest area, and very helpful at the rest areas. So I went into this thing thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be chased out of here. People are going to be painting stuff on the side of my RV. They're going to be trying to get me to leave here. and it was just the opposite. People were very friendly, very welcoming. It was an incredible experience. It was really good. So from that experience, I went to Stone Mountain, Georgia. And in Stone Mountain, Georgia, you might know that this is where the great, there's a very huge mural that's on the side of the mountain in dedication to Stonewall Jackson and all of his generals. It's a very controversial area. Thing about Stone Mountain, Georgia, which once again, it caught me off guard, it's right on the outside of Atlanta, Georgia. I thought that there would be lots of black people here, lots of black people camping. It's a state park, but the other half of this is a state park at Stone Mountain that has a big, huge memorial to Stonewall Jackson. So you can see the contrast there. I got to the RV park, and once again, a lot of white people. Not that I have anything against white people. I love you guys. But there were a lot of white people. And then there were some black families there, which was really nice to see. And then there was a gentleman who came out and helped me fill up my propane tanks. And he was a black gentleman. And we talked for about an hour. He was a fascinating man. He's retired. He works at the park part-time. And he actually has a trailer on site. And him and his wife would come up for the summer, hang out at the park, and then in the winter they would hang out at their home in Atlanta. And very, very nice guy. It was wonderful talking with him. And then as I went into the park, once again, the same thing. People were very helpful. They're wanting to help you park your RV, inviting you over for dinner and for wine. They want to know where you're from, you know, what you're about. Just very warm, very genuine people. And it was a great experience once again. Nothing negative about the park at all. Even with the monument, there were lots of people. If you look at my video, you'll see black people all over the place climbing this mountain with me. It's quite the hike. But if you ever get the chance, check it out. It is awesome. Especially if you have kids. If you have kids in the area of like 4 to about 15, great RV park to take your kids. The camping's not that bad. It's like $45 a night, which includes your water, your electric. Depending upon where you are, you do have sewer or you might not have sewer. But regardless of that, transportation all over the park. So once you park your RV, they will take you any place you need to go. Grocery store on site. They have 3 restaurants. They have 2 hotels. There's an adventure park that's like going to Six Flags or something. It was phenomenal. And then you have Stone Mountain Park, where Stone Mountain Park is 3 miles in circumference or something like that. And in that they have libraries, they have museums. There's Stone Mountain there's just a ton. Oh, and there's a golf course. So if you like to play golf, great golf course. And there's a jogging path, 3.5 miles around. It's pretty cool. So once again, another wonderful, wonderful experience to check out.